I want to thank everybody that bought CDs during the break. We really appreciate that a lot, and we hope that you'll like the CDs. And if you don't, well, we got your money.
You will like them, I know.
No, you'll like them. We spent a lot of time working on them, and
we've got some awesome players with us.
Greg Whitfield is just all over the CD. A wonderful fiddle player, Warren Hood, is playing the fiddle and mandolin. There's one song on there that he plays a mandolin part that if Django Reinhardt had played mandolin, he would have probably played it like that. It's just awesome.
Came by it honestly.
Huh?
He came by it honestly. His
Yeah.
dad was great.
Yeah. Champ was, yeah. Well, okay, so we're going to start things off. Again, Arkansas days, growing up, we liked to sit in rocking chairs, and we would, and just, you could just kind of take it all in, let it all go, take it all in. And it was a great way to relieve stress, and it was totally legal. So, yeah, so this is a song off of our first CD, and it's called Rockaway The Blues. One, two, 3, Well, I close my eyes, I can't see the folks in my hometown, sitting on the porch at the end of the day just to watch the sun go down. Well, they talk about the things they've done and what they plan to do. Mostly they just sit a spell and they'd rock away the blues. Yeah, they would rock away the blues. They would rock away the blues. They would rock away the blues. Yeah, sit a spell and rock away the blues. Now this world's going round and round and round, and it's turning faster still. Gotta get ahead, I gotta get on top. I ain't got no time to kill. But this pace is driving me insane, and it's probably got you too. Think about the folks in my hometown and what they used to do. Yeah, they would rock away the blues. They would rock away the blues. They would rock away the blues. Yes, it'll spell and rock away the blues. Everything in this big old world's got a price that must be paid, and the cost of all this living fast is a trip to an early grave. So slow down, look around, take the time, and let life be good to you. Lay your troubles down, boy, and rock away the blues. Yeah, you gotta rock away the blues. You gotta rock away the blues. You gotta rock away the blues. Yes, sit a spell, rock away the blues. Sit a spell and rock away the rock away, rock away, rock away the blues. Rock away, rock away, rock away the blues. Rock away, rock away the blues. This is a true story song. We played in McKinney. And we played at this little winery that has a little store downtown, and it's right across the street from the square. And there was a guy that was that was sitting on a bench out there on the square courthouse, and he had an old guitar that was just like way out of tune. But he had this, I don't know what his physical condition was, but he could barely walk. He had a walker to get over to the bench, and he couldn't really move his hands well. He couldn't strum, and he couldn't speak at all. And he had his tip jar out there, and he played or strummed or whatever, and people would come and they would put money in his jar, and it was just an amazing. I was very, very touched by that, and this is one of those songs that just kind of, it's a true story, and it's I guess it's kind of like a report. sits on a bench at the courthouse square. Nearly every day you can find him there, strumming the strings on an old out-of-tune guitar. His body's broken, he can barely walk. He nods a little 'cause he just can't talk. Still he strums the strings on that old out-of-tune guitar. And if you listen in the usual way, you'll never hear the songs he plays. Just an old broken down guitar. You can only hear his music with your heart. He's got a rusty old coffee can. People pass by and throw $1 in. He nods a little, they smile and then walk away. And the lucky ones know what they've given him ain't near as much as what he's given them. With that old out-of-tune guitar he can't play. And if you listen in the usual way, you'll never hear the songs he plays. Just an old broken down guitar. You can only hear his music with your heart. He sits on a bench at the courthouse square. Nearly every day you can find him there, strumming the strings on an old out-of-tune guitar. Strumming the strings on an old out-of-tune guitar. Sometimes it's hard for me to sing that song. I don't know. Here's a lively ditty. There's a musical called The Sound of Music, and there's a song in there. Have you heard of that one? And there's a song in there that's called A Few of My Favorite Things, and it's the raindrops on kittens and roses. And,
You're not even close.
What is that? I don't know what that is. It's that stuff. But it's a listing then of favorite things, and so this is kind of our version of a listing of things. It's called Is You. I like to wake up early, for the sky turns blue. I like to hear a good story and then hear that it's true. I like sitting by my window, thinking about a thing or two. But the thing in my life I like best is you. I like remembering the good old days when everything was all brand new. I like the way that the sunshine makes a tiny diamond from a drop of dew. I like knowing there's a day up ahead when I ain't got much to do. But the thing in my life I like best is you. I could worry about this and that, if my hair's too thin, if I'm getting too fat, I could worry, but what would that do? Instead I think about the things I love, and pretty soon I rise above, and right there at the top of it all is you. I like walking in the moonlight, the sound of rain on an old tin roof. I like to hear Stevie Ray play a three-chord song and the truth. I like the way that my feet feel walking around without my shoes. But the thing in my life I like best is you. I could worry about this and that, if my hair's too thin, if I'm getting too fat, I could worry, but what would that do? Instead I think about the things I love, and pretty soon I rise above, and right there at the top of it all is you. Right there at the top of it all is you.
Thank you.
You know, I have to tell this, Kathy.
No.
I play a couple of ways. One is with a pick, and then sometimes, with, finger like that, and then sometimes with this part of my finger, like that. And that's I like the percussive sound. So anyway, but the other day, I had my nail was just down to the, tender part there. So Kathy and I played a lot of retirement homes, I guess, and so we were playing. I was in pain. I was just, And so I said to the people there, I said, I just want you to know I'm playing through the pain. And this lady said, pain? I'm going to tell you about my hip. So that is a point very well taken. Don't go to a retirement home and talk about your sore finger, because it's just, you're going to get no sympathy there, and rightly so.
But she did walk up to the stage and kiss your finger.
She did, actually.
She said, here, let me see that finger.
And tell her what else she's did.
What she did.
She asked me if I wanted to run away with her.
Oh, yes, she did.
So anyway, to play with this sore finger, Kathy, I think you said, well, why don't you get one of those, nails? You can get a little fake nail thing. So I went to Walgreens. I know nothing about fake nails. So I went to Walgreens and I went over to the fake nail department, And the first thing I see is they got all these nails with like stars and, unicorns and stuff on them and rainbows. I'm like, geez, I don't know about that. And I noticed that I guess most of them, maybe all of them, are for feminine hands, which are typically smaller.
Most of them?
Well, he lives in Austin.
Yeah, that's right. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I have incredibly large hands, and so anyway, so none of these lady fingernails would fit. However, they also have fake toenails. Yeah. So
You got the toenails, didn't
I got me a fake toenail. That's right. I was rocking it that night, man. I was playing with a fake toenail. I don't know why I tell that story. It's kind of stupid, but it was fun.
But I did tell Tommy, I said, boy, you nailed that one, didn't you? Oh.
Boy. Growing up in a small town, boy, I don't know about... I miss the small towns. I mean, I love Austin, and Austin's got a lot of great things, going on, the music and in the arts, and I've got a lot of friends. But every now and then, boy, I really miss, my small town where I grew up. So this is a new song for us, and we haven't done it except in my living room. So, but this is a lot like my living room. Only it's I don't know. The clutter is you're close, man. I'm liking it. This feels like home, man.
Home.
I like it, man. So I don't know what the song's called. Maybe it's called "I Need a Small Town." Some days when I wake up, I'm thinking I should take up another place of residence where I can hang my head. The city's closing in on me. It's hard to think, I can barely breathe. I need a little space, and this ain't where it's at. I need a small town where I can slow things down, take a walk around, put my feet upon the ground. Don't need no fast lane, drive a man insane. I got plans to make for my great escape. I can't wait. I need a small town in the biggest kind of way. Now everywhere I go there are people I don't know there. The city's full of strangers, ain't nobody smiling back. I think I'm gonna lose my mind, go crazy if I just don't find a friendly face, and this ain't where it's at. I need a small town where I can slow things down, take a walk around, put my feet upon the ground. Don't need no fast lane, drive a man insane. I got plans to make for my great escape. I can't wait. I need a small town in the biggest kind of way. The city ain't all bad, there's a lot of good things in it, but I'd trade them all for a country mile. In a New York minute, I need a small town where I can slow things down, take a walk around, put my feet upon the ground. Don't need no fast lane, drive a man insane. I got plans to make for my great escape. I can't wait. I need a small town in the biggest kind of way. I need a small town in the biggest kind of way. Hey, hey. That's a new one. We're just kind of working that out. So, all right. There was a little news item that I heard on NPR not too long ago, and it was talking about memory and the way that we process memory. And these researchers were gathering some groups together and trying to figure some stuff out. And so they gathered some Alzheimer's patients. Actually, they showed them scenes from movies, and the first thing they did was show them a sad scene from a movie, and all of these folks were very saddened by what they had seen. And 10 minutes go by and they don't remember seeing a movie, and yet they're still sad. So then the researchers tried it another way, where they showed them, I think it was a scene from Forrest Gump, I remember, and they laughed and just yucked it up and had a good time. And again, 10 minutes later, no idea they'd even seen a movie, and yet they still carried forward this feeling of happiness. And so what I take from that is that we carry memories with us and process memories in places deeper and more meaningful, I guess, sometimes than our conscious minds. And this is a song off our Love Broke the Fall CD called When My Heart Remembers You.
There are days I swear I'm doing fine. Nights go by, you don't even cross my mind. And I believe I'm finally over you. But then I see what your memory can do. It can break my heart over again. It can take me back where I wish I'd never been. It can open up these doors that took so long to close, and all the things I thought I knew turns out they're just not true. When my heart remembers you. There are times my world, it turns so right. Even my dreams take me through the night. And every sky is clear and crystal blue. But then I see what your memory can do. It can break my heart over again. It can take me back where I wish I'd never been. It can open up these doors that took so long to close, and all the things I thought I knew turns out they're just not true. When my heart remembers you. Remembers you. Remembers you.
Thank you.
Yeah. This is it's also another new song for us. I was kind of wondering when my ship is going to come in. You know, I think mine is out off the coast of Somalia, possibly, and the pirates have captured it. So this is a song that's kind of about self-empowerment, I think, and it's called "I'm Gonna Swim." Thought my ship was coming in, and I began to wonder when. Now I'm thinking maybe it got lost somewhere upon the sea. Might be drifting in the wind on a tide that won't come in. Anyhow, it's all come down to me. I could be wrong, I've been wrong before. So I'm gonna swim out to my ship and give a little tug, gonna pull it in. I won't need the tide, I won't need the wind. Gonna swim out to my ship, I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna swim out to my ship, I'm gonna bring it in. Well, sitting here waiting for the tide to turn, I had the chance and the time to learn a thing or two about ships and dreams and counting on the wind. Dreams fade and winds die down, ships get lost and never found. Anyhow, it's all come down to me. I could be wrong, I've been wrong before. So I'm gonna swim out to my ship, give a little tug, gonna pull it in. I won't need the tide, I won't need the wind. Gonna swim out to my ship, I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna swim out to my ship, I'm gonna bring it in. Good things come to those who wait, and I have done my time. I'm gonna leave these empty shores and find that ship of mine, of mine. And I'm gonna swim out to my ship, give a little tug, gonna pull it in. I won't need the tide, I won't need the wind. Gonna swim out to my ship, I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna swim out to my ship, I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna swim out to my ship, I'm gonna bring it in. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, you've made us wait for the hat story, Tommy.
Okay. You're going to wish you had never said that. And this is a true story, and it's also a cautionary tale, whatever the hell that means. So Kathy and I like to discuss how a show went after it, after the night's over. We like to get together and talk about it and critique it and so forth. So we played down in Houston, and we were sitting out in the car, and I had my hat on, and this is a bad idea, but I was giving Kathy some pointers on how she may have improved her performance that night. So,
Tommy.
yeah, so this was not a, when you're like headed toward the cliff and the brakes don't work, this was one of those moments that it's not a good thing. But I was going, no, really, Kathy, you're getting too close to the mic, and I couldn't hear it, harmony's getting, and I was talking, I was moving my hands, and I hit the front of my hat. I was trying to make a serious point. I hit the front of my hat, and it went like that. And when you're trying to make a point, this is just not going to happen. It's not going to. So I stopped in mid-sentence, and we just both started laughing and realized that was just kind of a stupid thing, and that I should just shut the heck up.
Well, there wasn't a point to begin with, so I mean, you just.
So that's basically the hat story. Greg Whitfield said, you know the difference between vodka and moonshine, and I said, yeah, I mean, sure. He goes, well, this is vodka, and this is moonshine. And he also said, well, Tommy, you're going back to your home state, Arkansas, so why don't you use that story up there? And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, you can say, this is Texas. This is Arkansas. I said, yeah, that ain't going to happen, Greg. I'm not nearly as dumb as I look, I'll tell you that. I used to work for the Lutheran Social Service, as I mentioned a little while ago, and I worked on their program called Lifeline, and you may know of that, but it's a machine that there was an ad on TV some years back where it said, I've fallen, and I can't get up, and so you could summon help. You have a little button that you push on your wrist or a necklace or whatever. So that's what the Lifeline machines are. So that's what I did. I would go around and hook up these Lifeline machines for folks all around the Austin, Central Texas area, Luling and Lockhart and Wimberley and LaGrange and so forth. And it was very rewarding. It's probably one of the most, it was the most rewarding thing I guess I've ever done. The people were oftentimes alone and elderly, and they had tremendous health issues. And it was sometimes very sad. Sometimes it was uplifting and inspiring. I kept a journal in those days, and I would write down stories and things that some of these great folks would tell me. It was just amazing. I've tried to think of some stories that I could relate this to. I got a call to go hook up a machine for a man in Luling, and he'd suffered a stroke. He was in his late 70s, maybe around 80. And I went to the door, and a woman answered the door and asked me what I needed to do. And I said, well, I need to fill out these forms, and he needs to be in here. So he came in. He had trouble walking. He had trouble speaking. She said that she had only been there a short while, and she had a beautiful ring on. And she said, well, he gave me this when we were in high school. And I thought they had been high school sweethearts and had been together all this time. Well, they had been high school sweethearts, but they had not been together all this time. He had gone to the Navy in World War II, I guess. And she'd gotten married, found somebody, and he came back and married, and they went off and had their separate lives and children and, the whole thing. And then his spouse passed away, and hers did too. And the kids are all gone. And she heard from a friend of hers that he had had a stroke, but she always felt this special connection with him. So anyway, I went there, and he was having trouble. I was asking him some things, and I couldn't really understand, and he couldn't communicate. So he took his fingers, and he went out and he touched her on the forehead like that, and then she knew exactly what he was talking about. It was I just went, whoa, it was one of those wow moments. I've never seen anything quite like that. So this is a song that's a compilation sort of some things that I saw when I was doing that, and it's called A Rocking Chair and a Memory. He sits on the porch, a nursing home, and people say it's sad to see him there alone. But every now and then, every once in a while, he smiles. A rocking chair and a memory don't look like much, but it's all he needs. And his whole world, it's come to be a rocking chair and a memory. Now he wears a sweater, it's all tattered and torn, but ain't nothing new near as warm. He's all wrapped up and he rocks for a while, and then he smiles. A rocking chair and a memory, it don't look like much, but it's all he needs. And his whole world, it's come to be a rocking chair and a memory. And he keeps a note, it's there by his bed. It's the last thing she wrote and the last thing she said.
When you think of me every once in a while,
Smile.
By the way, the lifeline saved Harold's life a couple of years ago, so we understand. He has one around his neck right now.
All right, very
I need to
cool.
get one from my mother.
Very good, very good. First song on our first CD is a song that's about relationships, and doesn't always work out this way, and it can be fine if it doesn't. But if it does work out this way, it's a good thing, and that is if you can go through life with somebody there with you. It's but you have to qualify that. It has to be the right person. Because, you try going through life with the wrong person, and it sucks.
How do you know this, Tommy?
I know that it sucks more than once. I know that it sucks way more than once. But if it is the right person, it's great. You know, you got somebody there to share the good times with you, and they just expand and become even better. You know, when you can share it, the good times are great. When times are bad, which, you know, they will be on occasion, it's just the way life is, you've got somebody there right beside you can blame it on. So it works out either. No, see, it works out either way. It's a long way to go for that, isn't it? The song is called Baby That's You. Wake up every morning to that same old bump and grind, chasing a dollar, falling in line, over my head, underpaid and overdue. I got one thing on my side, baby. Baby, that's you. Baby, that's you. Your love is my lifeline out of the blue. Keeps you falling all apart and breaking in two. This world's gone a little bit crazy, and I know I would too. I got one thing on my side, baby. Baby, that's you. Baby, that's you. Lost in the shuffle, but I'm still in the race. Backed in a corner, and I know this ain't my place. I don't care about winning, 'cause I know I'll never lose. I got one thing on my side, baby. Baby, that's you. Baby, that's you. Your love is my lifeline out of the blue. Keeps me from falling all apart and breaking in two. This world's gone a little bit crazy, and I know I would too. I got one thing on my side, baby. Baby, that's you. Baby, that's you. I got one thing on my side, baby. Baby, that's you. Baby, that's you. Now, baby, that's you. Baby, that's you. Baby, that's you. Baby, that's you. Ooh. This is a forgiving group of folks. I can just, you guys are great. Thank you all for listening and being here. And this is just so much fun for us to be able to do this. I was about 10 years old, and there was some houses being built in the neighborhood where I lived, and there were a lot of scrap piles of wood. And what's a 10-year-old boy to do with a scrap pile of wood but to get it and make something? So I decided I was going to build an airplane in my backyard, and it was going to fly in it. There was a kid that lived next door. His name was Jimmy Davis, and he would come out. He was older and wiser. He was a teenager, and he was probably about 16, and he would just, give me a lot of grief and point his finger at this stupid little kid for trying to build an airplane. But I did it anyway, and this is a song called My Airplane in the Backyard in the Sky. just a little boy, way back in my hometown. I found a way that I could fly and never leave the ground. I got me some scraps of wood, a hammer and some nails. I found a rusty TV tray and I used that for the tail. And every day after school I couldn't wait to get back home. I was building me an airplane I could ride upon. It would take me over Egypt, past castles in the air. Finally my eyes could see it would take me anywhere. I could fly, I'd close my eyes and I would hold on tight. I could fly, fly on my airplane in the backyard in the sky. On my airplane in the backyard in the sky. Every day after school, I couldn't wait to get back home. Is that the wrong verse?
Yeah,
You know, a lot of people think that Kathy and I like to perform together because we like the male-female harmony, but actually it's because it's very unlikely that we will both forget the words at exactly the same moment.
Okay, Tom, a high school boy.
Huh?
High school boy.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's have a hand for Kathy for remembering that. Jeez. A high school boy lived next door. His name was Jimmy D. He used to stand out in the yard and he would make fun of me. He said that thing ain't never gonna fly, and I was wasting all my time. He was right in his way, I was right in mine. See, I could fly, fly. I'd close my eyes and I would hold on tight. I could fly, fly on my airplane in the backyard in the sky. On my airplane in the backyard in the sky. Every now and then things in this world can bring me down, but I remember my little backyard and when it was I found I could fly, fly. I'd close my eyes and I would hold on tight. I could fly, fly on my aeroplane in the backyard in the sky. On my aeroplane in the backyard in the sky. On my aeroplane in the backyard in the sky. Thank you very much. Hey, we played at Mozart's in Austin a couple years ago, and this young girl came up to us, and she was, I think, maybe 14 or 15, and she said she was going to start performing out in public, and she said, "You're old and you've performed a lot, so do you have any tips, any hints or tips?" And I said, "Yeah, learn how to screw up in public because you will do it." So I think it's a good lesson for life. Let's do one more song here, and this is the last song on our Then and Now CD, and I think it's kind of the reason why we like to get together with folks and just share some good times in music and sing. And it's called Lay Your Troubles Down. Troubles down, boy, you gotta lay your troubles down. When you do, you'll ease on through. You gotta lay your troubles down, down. Lay your troubles down. You ain't gotta push it. You ain't gotta push. See, the river knows just how to flow, so you ain't gotta push. Nah, you ain't gotta push. So lay your troubles down, boy, you gotta lay your troubles down. When you do, you'll ease on through. You gotta lay your troubles down, down. Lay your troubles down. Now when you're stepping right, when you're stepping true, that road will be an easy street, and it'll rise up to you. Yeah, that road will rise to you. So lay your troubles down, boy, you gotta lay your troubles down. When you do, you'll ease on through. You gotta lay your troubles down, down. Lay your troubles down. Now some skies are sunny and some skies are gray. Oh, but don't you know when that cold wind blows, it'll push those clouds away. Yeah, and there's your sunny day. So lay your troubles down, boy, you gotta lay your troubles down. When you do, you'll ease on through. You gotta lay your troubles down, down. Lay your troubles down. Now life is up to you. Life is up to you. You can rise and shine or you can fall in line, but it's all up to you. Yeah, life is up to you. So lay your troubles down, boy, you gotta lay your troubles down. When you do, you'll ease on through. You gotta lay your troubles down, down. Lay your troubles down. Lay your troubles down, boy, you gotta lay your troubles down. When you do, you'll ease on through. You gotta lay your troubles down, down. Lay your troubles down. So lay your troubles down, boy, you gotta lay your troubles down. When you do, you'll ease on through. You gotta lay your troubles down, down. You got to lay your troubles down, yeah. Thank you very much. Kathy Street with all the girl parts right there.
Tommy Byrd with all the parts left over.
That's right. Thank you all so much. Randy, thank you for having us here at the music room. We appreciate it so much.
And
Helen,
thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you guys for coming out and just making us feel welcome and listening to what we do. We just really appreciate it. And thanks for buying the CDs. Thank you guys again. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch up with you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.